Hey everybody, this is Steve X bringing you some more tips for Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Today I'm bringing you a follow-up, albeit very late follow-up, to a recent video I did talking about the software update that was released on December 7th and 8th for PS3 and Xbox 360. It was the biggest software release up to date so far for Black Ops 2, and although there were a lot of changes, and you can see my previous video, there'll be a description and a link for it in the description here for the video, but the biggest change that affected people's gameplay was the so-called nerfing of the submachine guns. And basically what it was increasing the hip fire spread to make it less of kind of a laser gun and make the SMGs a little bit less overpowered. A lot of people felt they were ridiculously overpowered, and it was pretty much the only gun that people would run because it was so ridiculously accurate. So in the patch, they increased the hip fire spread. So let's go ahead and take a look at what has actually changed. What I'm going to be showing you is two of the most commonly used SMGs, or at least one is, and one is one of my favorites. I'm going to show you the MP7 and show you the MSMC, and we're going to take a look at the exact same hip fire shooting from before patch and after patch, and you can see what has actually changed. So let's go ahead and take a look. So here I am standing next to a wall. I'm about 5 feet away from the wall, and I'm going to go ahead and just empty a full clip, starting off with the MP7. Now you can see on the left the before and on the right afterwards. So what you see as a result of the patch, I have on the MP7 about a 100 to 200% increase in spread. So we're going to back up to about 15 feet, and then we're going to do the exact same thing. And what you'll see is on the left, it was actually still very accurate before the patch. And afterwards, now we're looking at about at least a 200% increase in spread, which is definitely going to affect the amount of kills you get from just straight up hip firing with the MP7. So now let's take a look at the MSMC. So here we are again about 5 feet from the wall, and you'll see after patch about a 50% increase in spread. Little bit less than the MP7, but still a little bit noticeable. So let's go ahead and back up again to about the 15-foot mark, and then we'll do the same thing, empty a full clip. And we'll see before patch it was, again, like all of them, still very accurate, but after patch, actually not really affected that much. You'll see a little bit more lateral spread, but overall not a whole lot of spread happening here. So now let's try it with the laser sight. So we'll start the test over again. On the left we have the MP7. You'll see it was extremely accurate with the laser sight attachment, and afterwards still some spread, but you'll see it's more of a vertical spread only, which is interesting. Now we back up to about 15 feet, same test again. You'll see still quite a bit more spread, about 200% increase in spread, but it's contained to a more of an up and down vertical spread, which is very interesting. Now let's try it with the MSMC. Same thing again, about a 50% increase in spread after patch. Really contained to up and down movement more than anything. And at the 15-foot mark, you'll see same thing. Very little increase in spread, and it's primarily just vertical up and down spread. So using the laser sight is really going to help you out here when you're running these SMGs after the patch. So what can we take away from this? So first of all, hipfire spread affects each SMG very differently. For example, we saw that MP7 had about a 200% increase in spread, if not more, and the MSMC really affected less than 50% of the spread. If you're using the laser sight attachment, we saw that it reduces the spread by about 20 to 50%, but it's mainly lateral spread, the horizontal left to right movement. It constrains it to up and down, which helps you get more headshots and can keep you on target. And a big takeaway we can take from this is that the MSMC still a ridiculously accurate gun. So I can see why a lot of people are running this gun by itself. And so there you have it, folks. There is a clear illustration of what actually changed as a result of the software update from December 7th and 8th for Xbox 360 and PS3 for Black Ops 2. No more guesswork. You can actually see what has changed and what is actually affecting the hipfire spread on your SMGs. Now, I didn't have a chance to test all of the guns because there's just too many and that would be too long of a video to do. So what I encourage you to do is if you have a particular SMG that is your favorite, go ahead and try it with and without the laser sight attachment go ahead and stand different distances away from a wall and fire a full clip, just holding down the trigger the whole time, and take a look at what the spread actually is. So that'll give you an idea of how you should be using that gun. And who knows, maybe you'll try a few different guns and realize that maybe there's a different gun you should be using. But either way, I think this will definitely take the guesswork out of what actually changed as a result of that software update. So there you have it, folks. So I hope you liked the information here, and I hope you found it informational, and I hope I've earned your like. If you like the information and you want to hear some more, go ahead and hit subscribe. I've got a lot more information coming for Call of Duty Black Ops 2, so stay tuned. So as always, thanks a lot, and good hunting.